For all you guys that love potatoes, there's one that's in the shape of a heart. Alrighty guys, well, we're out here. Both machines. I don't know why, but when we head north in this field, the flags don't move, basically. But when we're going south, they're stretched right out. Is it because we're going the same speed as the wind? I doubt it. If I remember, they said the wind was supposed to be somewhere around gusting to 35, 37, something like that. And we're doing 4.5 mile an hour, which would convert to about 8 kilometers an hour. I figure about 4 hours out here and we'll be done. CP says she's going to give her a go with her foot feeling the way it is. She'll give it a go with cutting and see how that goes today. So that's awesome if she can get through this field with me. But it's cutting good, so. And right now it's looking pretty decent. I've had better and I've had a hell of a lot worse. That's all I can say. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna keep cutting, so talk to y'all later. Okay guys, well we're moving right along here. Just heard the weather forecast. Yeah. Feels like plus 40. So that's like 99 or 100, 102 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere around there. You look at this stuff, and you can see it's in full flower. And the saffloin is actually, it's 99% dropped its flower. It's in seed formation right now, the saffloin. If you're wondering what saffloin is, it's got pink little petals on it, pink little flowers. And it's very similar to alfalfa, but it's like a non-bloating alfalfa. You can have a field right solid of saffloin and turn your cows loose on it and they'll be just fine. CP still hanging in there. Basically what's happened here, we're sacrificed quality for quantity. Let it grow to its maximum amount so we get maximum tonnage. Especially since we're not allowed to do a second cut on this land, might as well go for the tonnage. So, anywho, it'll still be damn good feed no matter how you look at it. Anyway, we're just chugging along, so talk to y'all later. Alrighty, well, there it is. Started at 12:38 and it is 3:20 right now. Got her wrapped up. So this 41 acre field minus the 8 rounds, so I'm going to say that's roughly maybe 10 acres. So about 31 acres, 3.5 hours. Done. Now we just got to come back and bale her up when it's dry enough. So here shortly we're going to be moving to the next alfalfa field, the one that we baled just yesterday, the opening rounds on it. So if this field does not run 3 bales an acre, it's going to be like 2 3/4. So I'm hoping to see about I'm hoping for about 120 odd-ish bales in total. That would be 3 bale an acre. We got 43 out here right now, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Anyway, I got company, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and we'll talk to y'all later. Guys, well, just got both units moved over here. So now we're gonna start on this field. How much we're gonna do tonight, I don't know. But we'll see. Let's get after it. So lots of people have been asking, how's Brutus doing? How's the little broken leg calf doing? Blah, blah, blah. Well, he was doing pretty good. And then we went on our 4-day holiday and we come back and now he doesn't want to use it. I actually think he kind of fucking re-broke it. So I don't know what we're going to do now. I grabbed him. You could see he's got that bandage on him. And his leg wiggles a little bit in there. Now, did he get an infection from all the goddamn flies bugging him? Possibly. Is that why he's not using it much? But I actually think he fucking re-broke his leg somehow while we were gone, which really, really, really sucks. Right, Brutus? Other than that, he seems to be doing okay. He's got a little bit of the shits, and that's just because of all the heat. But now he's in there. He's got a shady spot in there at the far end, so he can get out of the heat. So hopefully things will turn around for him. He's got calf starter. He's got fresh water, so on and so forth. We are treating him for infection and for heat stress. So what's going on here? Well, this is how we cool our tank off when it gets overheated. Just turn the garden hose on it and let her run. Just like so. Hose the tank down good, where when it's wet, it'll stay wet for a couple of minutes. Like the far side there, you could see it's drying off towards the top, but the sides are still wet. The grass will be growing good underneath this tank because it's getting watered now every day through all this heat. But it's not blowing off really bad like it was before. Like when it blew the first time, it blew that yellow cap that the water is hitting right now. It blew that cap completely off of the tank. Ugh. There, just like that. And it's good to go now. As the evening cools off, the tank will cool right down and we're good, and it's fine. As far as Brutus, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that the wrap I got on him, I've got it a little bit snuggly, and that if his leg did crack a bit, it'll fuse, and then he'll come around and start being able to use it again. Anyways, it's going on 8 o'clock in the evening, so I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll talk to y'all later. Well, good morning, everybody. Kind of starting this video a little bit later. We're going. It's 10 after 11 right now, actually. We got out here about an hour ago, roughly 10 a.m. Like I said, a little bit later start this morning. Checked the machines over. Had to change a couple guards, couple sickles on both machines, type of thing. Blah, blah, blah. This field, the rocks were never truly picked on it. And yeah, we've had a couple of breakdowns out here. But I figure I'm thinking by 2 o'clock we should be done this field. It's nice long half-mile runs. So I figure we got about 30 acres cut out here right now. And there's roughly 30-35 acres to cut. So we're getting after it, and gonna try making it happen. So I'll bring you guys back a little bit later. See that swath? It's hitting the front axle of Little Blue that CP's driving. That's a pretty good swath. I wish the whole field was like that, but it's not. There's areas where you can almost see right through the swath. But we'll take it just the same. Like right up here, she's pretty light. Now it's getting lighter, you can see that. There's quite the difference. You can see daylight all the way through underneath the tractor there now. Up and down, up and down. Anywho, that's a big bird. It's my friend the turkey vulture. He came for a visit. And my windows are too dirty. Tried to get a pic of him, but missed it. But he's not going very far, so I might get a pic of him later. We've nicknamed him Turk. Turk came for a visit. Talk to you later. Alrighty, guys and gals. Well, there's just a couple of short passes on that end out there. You can see CP out there. Her pass ended just behind us there a bit. I had to go to the far end. So she turned around and came up here and started cutting. Got that guy turned on. Swing him out. Our friend Hawk showed up. He's right there. And this year he brought an extra 3 or 4 friends with him. There's 5 of them running around out here. One, two, three on each post there. All two on a post right there. Plus our buddy flying. Two more on a bale over there. Drop this down. Let her rip. Can't really see nothing. It's back there. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll bring you back later. Alrighty guys, so you can see this is part of that bigger field that we were cutting on. It's all done. This is supposed to be the new hay field, but for whatever reason, so they've got a pollinator strip on the east side along the trees. I'm not allowed to cut that. And the west side along the trees. I'm not allowed to cut that. They did seed it to alfalfa grass, but for whatever reason they were having major problems when they were trying to seed. And I'm going to do a couple of rounds, but basically the only place alfalfa came up is on the very end. You can see it there. The end over here and at the far end way over there by the trees. It's a 60-acre plot, so CP and I are going to do a couple of rounds, and it's got a lot of volunteer fall rye, a lot of wild oats, which is still green. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Anywho, let's get after it, I guess. So like on the outside edge, it doesn't look that bad actually. Like there's a swath there, by golly. But once CP and I both do 2 rounds, there won't be no alfalfa left by the looks of it. There's a lot of volunteer oats, a lot of wild oats, a lot of farther in there's a lot of volunteer fall rye. It's starting to bend over. This was seeded at a alfalfa grass mix. They used a Valmar that was on a cultivator, and they're thinking what ended up happening, they didn't have the right rollers in, and the alfalfa sorted from the grass, and none of the grass went down because they had too fine a roller in their Valmar applicator roller. So this field may have to be all plowed under and redone, but all of that, I have fed wild oats when it was still in the green stage like this. I have fed that stuff to cattle before, and it works as an okay feed source, especially when you're under the gun. And with that rye in there, that'll give it some energy and some protein, especially if I put it through the tub grinder. But yeah, you can see that stuff along the trees. That's the pollinator strip. And there's another one along the trees on the far side. So, anyways, we'll get these rounds done and then we'll see what happens after that. Talk to you later. Okay guys, well, we got moved to this other field. This is at this point the lost field of our rented land. It's a 20-acre plot. That's what they tell me. I don't know. And it was seeded as a pasture blend. It's got alfalfa and multiple grasses, smooth brome, meadow brome. So last year there was a lot of clover in it. And I'm not going overly quick on cutting here. I'm only doing 3.7 because I know there's in this area right through here where we are right now, like right there, fucking Badger Hill. I skimmed over it, but CP might smoke it. So that's why I'm not going too quick on here, because I know there is some Badger Hills out here, and I don't want to be breaking. Also out here, if you drew a straight line right across from this point basically down to that tree, there's this is an old like 20 plus year old hayfield that is and it's rough. There's also a water run, and this area is definitely rough, but it's lots of grass, so we're gonna clean it up. My cows won't need it, so I'm gonna cut it and we're gonna bale it up. Simple as that. CP's still coming. So, anywho, I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll talk to y'all later. Now we're still going out here. CP's over there on the far side. This is a little bit of a bouncy field because it was seeded for pasture, not hay. You see that big Canada flag floating in the air. I figure another, I don't know, maybe an hour, and we'll have this done. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. I think there's a song called that, actually. Let's meet somewhere in the middle. Anyways, things so far have been going not so bad. I have one sickle that is, the tip is broke off, and on the finer grass areas it wants to miss a little bit, but I'm just going to keep on cutting with it the way it is. If you look close, right down in that cut area through there, you can see a little bit of a line. That's hard to see, but I can see it. I know it's there. So, but like I said, it's such a fine line, I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway, back at her. Talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, well, after cutting and baling those 6 rounds in that one supposedly new hayfield with all those weeds in it, we went and cut that other 20 acres. It's done. It's all down. So right now we currently have, I'm gonna guess, right around 100 acres laying on the ground. We went home and I suggested CP, I think we should go home and grab our battery operated blower and blow these machines off out in the field out here on organic land, instead of dragging those weed seeds back to our place. Not that I'm organic, we do spray, but I don't need to add more weeds into the fields than I already got. So that's what we did. Machines are all cleaned off, and we're taking them home. And I don't think I'm going to cut any more product now. I don't know. I'll probably, if it don't rain tonight, I'll probably be cutting tomorrow. So we need a couple days here dry down before we can attack the stuff we cut yesterday. So anywho, I'm gonna let you guys go. Give us the old thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and fun. Let's get her done. We'll catch y'all later.